Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to explore the switch function in Excel. Switch function provides an alternative to multiple if statements. Let's dive in and see how it works. Let's discuss the problem with multiple if statements. When you have to evaluate a single value against many different conditions, using nested if statements can become very complex and hard to manage. Take a look at this complex nested if formula example. It checks the value in cell A1 to see if it matches different days of the week. As you can see, it quickly becomes difficult to read and understand, which increases the chance of errors and makes it hard to maintain. Now let's introduce the switch function. Switch function offers a clean and simple way to handle multiple conditions. Instead of nesting IFs, you can use switch to evaluate one value against multiple options and return the corresponding result. On the right, you can see the same logic as before, but now written with the switch function. Notice how much cleaner and more readable it is. The switch function makes your formulas easier to understand and less prone to errors. Let's break down the syntax of the switch function. The basic structure is as follows: equals switch, open parenthesis, expression, value 1, result 1, value 2, result 2, and so on up to default value, close parenthesis. The expression is the value that you want to evaluate. Value 1, result 1, value 2. Result 2 are the pairs of values to match and the corresponding results to return. Finally, the default is the value that is returned if none of the values match the expression. So, in summary, the expression is the value to evaluate, the value or result are the matching pairs, and the default is the fallback value when there is no match. Let's look at a practical example of using the switch function. In this case, we'll create a grade calculator. Suppose you have a table with student scores and you want to assign grades based on these scores. Rather than using multiple if statements, the switch function can simplify this process. The formula you see here checks the score in cell A1 and assigns a grade based on the following criteria. If the score is greater than or equal to 90, it assigns an A. If it's greater than or equal to 80, it assigns a B, and so on. If none of these conditions are met, it defaults to an F. This makes your grade calculation much cleaner and easier to understand. Now, let's compare the benefits of the switch function versus multiple if statements. On the left, we have the advantages of using the switch function, which includes a clean and readable syntax, less nesting required, easier maintenance, and potentially better performance. On the other hand, multiple if statements often lead to complex nested structures, can be hard to read and debug, are prone to syntax errors, and may result in slower execution. Let's explore some advanced examples of the switch function. The first example shows how to convert month numbers to names. If cell A1 contains the number 1, the formula returns January. If it contains 2, it returns February, and so on. If the value in cell A1 doesn't match any month number, it returns invalid month. The second example demonstrates mapping department codes to department names. If cell B1 contains HR, the formula returns human resources. If it contains IT, it returns information technology, and so on. If the value in cell B1 doesn't match any of the defined department codes, it returns unknown department. These examples illustrate the flexibility and usefulness of the switch function in various scenarios. Here are the key takeaways from this video. First, the switch function is perfect for exact value matching. Second, it's much cleaner than nested if statements. Third, it offers faster execution and better readability. And finally, always include a default value for safety. So use switch when you need to match specific values. Your formulas will thank you. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.